Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the WRETCHED RPG. If you haven't seen part 1 of my review, featuring this old school style tabletop role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to start talking about character creation. There are 9 steps to follow in this process. We are going to take a look at each of these steps in detail. First, step 1 of course, choose a scene and a virtue, or just one virtue. This allows you to play as a hero, an anti-hero, or something in between, a more nuanced character. When it comes to a hero, you're going to choose a virtue. When it comes to an anti-hero, you're going to choose a sin. And a more nuanced individual, you're going to choose both a sin and a virtue. This could be seen as strengths and weaknesses at first. And there are even guidelines to combine these virtues and sins with the traditional alignment system that you find in Dungeons & Dragons and other tabletop RPGs of a similar vein. But when it comes to these virtues and sins, like I said, they are more than just strengths and weaknesses, because a strength can be a weakness at times, and a weakness could also work as a strength in particular situations. Sins and virtues have mechanical effects. For example, in the case of sins or transgressions, whenever you indulge in a vice, the game master will reward you with a wild die to use for cinematic moments during the session. We will talk more about that when I get to the mechanics of the core system, and you would also be rewarded by experience points, extra experience points, for causing interesting complications. But this of course is going to get you in trouble within the fiction, so it's not that easy. The sins or transgressions are gluttony, sloth, wrath, envy, pride, greed, and lust. When it comes to the virtues, they are temperance, diligence, patience, kindness, humility, charity, chastity. Each of these different sins and virtues have more effects to them. In the case of the sins, for example, concerning lust, every time the character attempts to resist seduction will be met with a -1 penalty to the roll. But whenever you engage in seduction or charm, you receive a +1 bonus to your roll. When it comes to the virtues, concerning diligence, when your diligent character is confronted with a chance to avoid work or take shortcuts, you must roll under your wits to resist the compulsion to see the task through diligently. But when tackling a complex or arduous task, you receive a +1 bonus to your roll. So as you can see, each sin and each virtue is a double-edged weapon. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about step 2, background, origin and life path. There is quite a bit of richness when it comes to this handling of virtues and sins. Now you feel as if you are mechanically and thematically experiencing the consequences of interacting with the game world according to your character's own view, his attitude and his impulse control. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.